Right, okay guys, so welcome inside the tent. This is part two, and I'm now going to put up the inner. So you've got a sleeping area at the back there, and the inner connects to these little clips at the top and down the back. And then you've also got a ground sheet, is it called a ground sheet? Let's just do that. Where the front, the dining area, or the rest area, could quite easily accommodate 3 people. You know, or maybe 2, or the kids, or whatever, dog, you know, whatever, you know. So, yeah, I'll show you how the inner goes up now. So let's do that. Oh. So it all comes rolled up. It's all colour coded. Around the edge, you've got like little tags. And they're different colours, you know, like brown or black or whatever. And you've got the corresponding toggles here. So this is the ground sheet, I believe, for there. So I'll just pop that down there. We'll sort that out in a minute. And this bit is like your inner tent, which has got like a mesh, like a bug mesh in that, which is brilliant. Right, so we'll just lay this out. There's a zip, so you've got like a door. Put that around that way. The bottom edge and the ground of the inner sheet has got like the bathtub effect. So if it should rain and water seep in underneath, you've got like that bathtub, hopefully to stop the egress of water coming into your sleeping accommodation. So let's pop it together. Now obviously, putting these toggles in, you need to start in the corner, do the back, work your way down the sides, and the last part is do the front. Otherwise you're going to get yourself stuck. It's a bit like painting the floor and leaving yourself in the corner. Not that I've ever done that, of course not, no. Right, so we'll just open all this out. And it's just a case of getting the little hook and putting it on the loop. So there's a loop right down the bottom there. That's the corner. There's the hook. Now what I will say, these hooks, they go on nice. They're plastic, so they could get a little bit brittle, all right? But they go on all right, but they're a bit of a pain to take off and do them in sequence. Because the first time I put this up, I got the wrong hook in the wrong hole, and I take it all down and do it again. And you don't want to be doing that. Anyway, this is like the ground sheet part. Now, you can see why in the first part of the video where we put the outer up, I was saying to you, these elastic things go on the floor because now this sheet goes on top of that. Alright, And it's an easier way of working out which way round the thing goes. Oh, no wonder my knees are knackered. There. Oh. Where are you? Now those forward hooks, down this end, they can go into them little silver rings that the little spike goes into the pole. There's little silver rings, you can put it in there. So that works. And then you have toggles all the way around the inside, which are colour coded, and they're brown. And obviously, if I just pull these things, you can hook. Sorry, not brown, they're black. Duh. Anyway, right, so they're black, yeah? And then you've got hooks that just hook into them, literally. All right, but start with a bag. Now, obviously, the problem is I've got boots on and I don't want to damage it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to release the front two bits so I can push all this back so I don't actually walk on it in my boots and damage it, you know what I mean? So, that's just, we'll unhook it from the silver thing. Just these two front ones. And then I'll pull this so I know which what goes where. So I can see, sorry about the back shot, but I can see all the hooks that are going to go along the back. And I can just roll this up until I get to that point. Make sure I've got the last one. Get the first hook and stick it in the first loop. Second one. Third one. And go all the way round. Making sure you're doing it in order. Otherwise you have to take it all down and do it again. Right, so that's that done. Now I can bring it all forward. Now, of course, if you didn't trust those little plastic clips, you could always get yourself some small carabiners and replace them, couldn't you? You know. Bring it all forwards. I'm going to put the ground anchors, I'm going to put the bottom anchors down onto the little silver ring and then work my way round with the rest of the little hooks. Right. There we go. Right, and here we go. So, black, black. That's the first one at the front. There is a little brown loop here, but that is going to be for the ground sheet in the dining area. All right. So black to black. Look at space in here. I'm 6'3" and I'm standing up, and I'm doing well. That's it, guys. The inner is done, and I'll open it. I don't know if you'll see anything, but you could easily get camp beds in there, I've got 2 of those single memory foam mattress things, and I throw them on the floor and I put a sling bag on top. Job's good. There you go. Now, you'll notice maybe, can you see it there at the front, along the front edge is Velcro. That's going to be for the dining room. Velcro, ground floor, thingy, what's it, to stick against. You know what I mean. But I'm going to shut that because I don't want all the bugs to get in it. Right, there we are. Right, so now, if I'll tip you down. I don't know if you're going to see it really, but let's have a look. See what we can do. Right, bye. Right, I'll slip you down to the edge there. Yeah, and there's Velcro fastenings along there, and over in the corners there's little brown toggles. And on the ground sheet, or whatever it's called, which also has like bathtub size, that's quite good, isn't it? You have got brown toggles and you've got Velcro, so you can work out which way round it goes. There's my Velcro. Right, so brown toggle in brown loop, Velcro against the side of the inner tent. Yeah, and hopefully I've got it the right way around. Yeah, put that there. Okay, brown toggle, brown loop, fruit, Velcro against the edge of the inner, I'm going to do that side first and then work my way this way. Round toggle, round loop, job done. Create the bathtub. Velcro, 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 create my bottom. And this inner mat thing goes all the way out to the vestibule, which is where you are at the moment. So I'm going to have to move you to finish the job off, but we'll worry about that in a minute. Yeah, but you can see how it just goes down quite easily. It really is. This bit's quite simple. Right. Right, brown toggle, brown loop. Velcro, Velcro. swivel, round loop. I mean, this is a big area. I'm going to move the camera back. I'm going to turn off my spotlight, turn off the jackery so you don't keep hearing it whirring, and you can see just how big it is in here. Give me a second. I'll tell you what, I'll move the camera first. You can see what I'm using for lighting. Hang on. Oh, can't see me now. Hang on. Are you on the wonk? You don't mind being on the wonk, do you? No, of course not. One light bulb, one lead, one jackery. And it's all standing on a mattock. Here, I'll show you. So there's the jackery, there's the mattock, and there's the light bulb. Modern science. You've got to laugh, yeah. Right. Anyway, back to this. Right, so we can now move all this out to the front and secure down the toggles. Now, if you wish, at the front of this ground sheet, or whatever they call it, there are little loops where you can put some pin, like pegs, to hold it flat. You know, so when you've come back from a nice long walk after visiting the pub for 6 hours, you don't trip over the front of the tent. Not, of course, any of us drink. No, of course not. Right, anyway, so there we go. And that's it, guys. It's up, it's done. Now all I've got to do is move in my bedroom, my kitchen, and everything else, and jobs are good. Turn that off. Alright, so next video I'll show you all set up with my bed, well not my bed but my mattress, and cooking stuff. And yeah, you'll be good, you'll be safe, you keep smiling. All the best. Bye. For now. Bye.